Sing your love. Day 2. Blessed Carlo Acutis. To be always united with Jesus. This is my life program. Carlo Acutis wrote this at the age of 7.
The young Italian computer whiz, who died of leukemia at 15, offered his suffering for the Pope and the Church. From the time he was a child, he had his gaze turned to Jesus. Love for the Eucharist was the foundation that kept alive his relationship with God. He often said, "The Eucharist is my highway to heaven." Matta Pastorelli was a childhood friend of Acutis, who first met him when they were both around the age of 5. He remembers playing video games, including Halo, with Carlo. "I watched him while he was programming websites. He was truly an incredible talent." From a young age, Carlo seemed to have a special love for God, even though his parents weren't especially devout. His mom said that before Carlo, she went to Mass only for her first communion, her confirmation, and her wedding. But as a young child, Carlo loved to pray the rosary. After he made his first communion, he went to Mass as often as he could, and he made holy hours before or after Mass. He went to confession weekly. He asked his parents to take him on pilgrimages, to the places of the saints and to the sites of Eucharistic miracles.
His witness of faith led to a deep conversion in his mom, because, according to the priest promoting his cause for sainthood, he managed to drag his relatives, his parents, to Mass every day. It was not the other way around. It was not his parents bringing the little boy to Mass, but it was he who managed to get himself to Mass and to convince others to receive communion daily. He was known for defending kids at school who got picked on, especially disabled kids. When a friend's parents were getting a divorce, Carlo made a special effort to include his friend in the Acutis family life.
He was an ordinary boy, simple, spontaneous, likable. He loved nature and animals, he played football, had many friends his age, was attracted by modern means of social communication, passionate about computer science, and self-taught. He built websites to transmit the gospel, to communicate values and beauty. He was also a programmer, and built a website cataloging and promoting Eucharistic miracles. On the site, he told people that, the more often we receive the Eucharist, the more we will become like Jesus, so that on this earth we will have a foretaste of heaven.
Carlo loved playing video games, but he only allowed himself to play games for 1 hour a week, as a penance and a spiritual discipline, even though he wanted to play much more. He has been hailed as a model of how young people can use technology at the service of the gospel, to reach as many people as possible and help them know the beauty of friendship with the Lord. When we face the sun we get a tan, but when we stand before Jesus in the Eucharist we become saints. Blessed Carlo Acutis.
Sing your love. Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I love you. Let every beat of my heart, and every breath I take, 1,000 times repeat this act of love. I love you, Jesus, in the most blessed sacrament. Do you want to go to heaven? What a great gift God gave us in the sacrament of confession, which makes this possible if we have committed mortal sin and our soul is dead. In the state of mortal sin, no matter how much good we may do, it merits us nothing. Good deeds will not get us to heaven. It is union with God, being in the state of grace, that is our ticket to heaven. Confession brings souls back to life and reunites us with God again. What joy! Resolve, I will go to confession today.